So here we are with Mick Hennessy of Mick Hennessy Promotions, back in Belfast. Welcome back to Belfast for starters.
Thanks very much.
You know, we had a great time last time. It was a very entertaining fight, and potentially an even more entertaining fight tomorrow night at the Odyssey with your man, Tyson Fury, and Martin Rogan as well. There was a bit of a kerfuffle here at the weigh-in. What exactly happened there?
Handbags, basically.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, just nonsense.
Yeah.
Martin Rogan signed for a 12-round fight over 10 weeks ago.
Yeah.
A 12-round fight, that's what he signed for. We was hopeful that we could put the Irish title to it, so we covered it in the contract by basically saying it's a 12-round fight.
12 rounds, so you can shift back, yeah.
Whatever title is added to it, it doesn't affect the terms of the contract. That's signed, he signed it. So, as far as I'm concerned, the BUI and the British Boxing Board of Control have really worked well together over the last week. They come to a compromise on the situation. A 12-round fight, 3 judges, and they agreed on the judges and the referee and everything. That was all agreed by the BUI. So there was one thing left outstanding, and that was for Martin Rogan to acknowledge that it's a 12-round fight, because he's been sending communications saying the Irish title should be 10 rounds.
Yeah.
Now, there's lots of titles around the world where you've got high-profile fighters, it becomes an international 12-round fight for the title.
Yeah.
Now, all he was asked to do there by the Boxing Union of Ireland was sign a form to acknowledge that this is not a 10-rounder, it's a 12-round fight for the Irish title.
Right.
So the only excuse, in my opinion, right now, is that he doesn't want to box for the Irish title.
Right. So the BUI were happy for that to be an Irish title over 12 round, because the two fighters had acknowledged that it would be over the 12 round duration. Is that right?
Yeah. Well, like the whole thing about it is, as I said, he signed for a 12-round fight.
Yeah.
Irish titles are normally
10 rounds. Always, since the BUI take over, 10 rounds.
They're not normally as big a fight as this, or as high profile.
This is one of the most high profile, yes.
Yeah. So, when that happens, most governing bodies will make exceptions and make it a 12-round fight.
Yeah.
And as I said, there's been great compromises between the BUI and the British Boxing Board of Control.
Yeah.
Everyone's been great around this situation, and all he had to do was, it wasn't a contract, it was to sign something to say he acknowledges that it's a 12-round fight.
Right. So that was the issue that he was.
He shouldn't have to sign that with the BUI, because he's already signed it with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
In my contract, to say that it's a 12-round fight.
Yeah. So it's not the title isn't going to be on the line tomorrow, or is that still to be determined?
Well, right now he's breaching my contract. So the fight's going ahead one way or another as a 12-round international fight.
Yeah.
Tyson Fury wants it to be for the Irish title. The BUI have worked with the British Boxing Board of Control to make it for the Irish title. The only one who's got a problem with that situation at the moment is Martin Rogan.
Yeah. In
my opinion, he doesn't want to box for the Irish title.
Yeah. Well, let's put all that to the side and let's talk about the fight now.
Yeah.
It's a very entertaining fight.
Yeah.
In our last 2 fights, we've seen Tyson Fury in against fighters of a similar stature and probably game plan that Martin Rogan's going to have. Come at Tyson, try to get in under his long jab and try and knock him out early. And they've had a little bit of success, but obviously he's got back up or come back and knocked them out. Do you think that that's the same tactics Martin Rogan's going to have coming into the fight, or how do you see the fight going?
He's obviously got a similar game plan. He's a rough-ass fighter, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's how he fights. He's going to try and do exactly what you just said, but he's meeting a different fighter. He may as well have a different name to the fighter who fought in the last 2 fights, because he's mentally and physically he's right now.
Yeah.
He's dead right. So he's going to meet a great an in condition and mentally prepared Tyson Fury.
Do you think
he's in trouble, in my opinion?
Do you think that Tyson is the type of fighter who needs serious opposition to actually perform and to have a proper training camp? Because if he doesn't respect the opposition, he kind of cuts corners, or hasn't got his mind fully on it.
Yeah, definitely. I would say in the past we've had that problem, motivation, but I don't think we've got that now. I feel like we've got someone who wants to be a world-class athlete and is a world-class athlete at the moment.
Yeah, yeah. Finally, he's really been taken to the heart of a lot of the Belfast fans over the course of the week. He's been out and about. The reception has been, overwhelmingly welcoming and supportive. You know, has he fed into that? Is that something he's picked up on as well since he's been over?
Yeah, absolutely. He did the first time he was over, and even more so the second time.
Yeah.
He's been so well received, and he loves it. And the passion that's over here for with fight fans for boxing is second to none.
Great. Listen, thanks very much for talking to us, and hopefully we catch up with you after the fight. Cheers. Thank you.